Okay, hi guys. So in this lecture, we'll be seeing some more examples of Harkawat projection. So let us draw the structure of beta D fructofuranose. Okay. So fructofuranose, we have. Let's draw the simple chain structure. So we'll have something like this as its structure. Okay. CH2OH here, and then HOH. This is first, second, third, fourth. On fifth carbon atom, actually we have the ring here, which joins to this carbon atom. Okay, and the H won't be present here then. Okay, next we have same CH2OH here. This is the sixth carbon atom. Okay, so let's draw the Harkawat projection for the same. So we'll have something like O here. Okay, this is the first carbon atom, second, third, fourth. Okay, and on the first carbon atom we'll have OH here, CH2OH here, second carbon atom. Rather, this was the first carbon atom. Rather, this is the second carbon atom which I'm drawing here. Okay, so OH above the plane and CH2OH below the plane, and then on this carbon atom we'll have H above the plane, OH below the plane. Okay, then on the fourth carbon atom we'll have H above the plane, again OH below the plane. Then fourth carbon atom is done. Fifth carbon atom is directly attached to O on one side, and then we have CH2OH on one side and H on one side. So this is the Harkawat projection of beta D fructofuranose. Okay, so why actually we discuss the Harkawat projection is this will actually help us a lot in while drawing the structures of oligosaccharides and disaccharides. So let's get started with the structure of first sucrose. Okay, so sucrose is formed with two monosaccharides, which is basically alpha D glycopyranose and beta D fructofuranose. So alpha D glucopyranose plus beta D fructofuranose. So what would be the structure? Some structure like substructure would be something like first let us draw the structure of beta D fructofuranose. Okay, so beta D fructofuranose would be something like this. We have seen the structure a few seconds back. You can go and recollect it if you are not able to. Okay, so we'll have CH2OH on one side, OH on one side, and then we have simply we can have something like HOH here, HOH here, and finally we have CH2OH coming up the plane and OH going down the plane. Okay, this is the structure of beta D fructofuranose. And what is the structure of alpha D glycopyranose? Alpha D glycopyranose would be something like this, with H here, OH here, OH, and similarly we'll have HOH here and CH2OH and H here. Okay, and what if the structure, if it had something like beta D glycopyranose, then beta D glycopyranose, this OH would be coming above the plane and this H would be going below the plane. Okay, so I hope you remember from the previous lecture that as alpha D glucopyranose and beta D glucopyranose are we discussed a term for it which is known as anomers. So these both are anomers in which they have a different configuration across one of the chiral centers. Okay, in that case the first carbon atom was having the different configuration in which OH was coming out above the plane in case of beta diglucopyranose, and OH will go down the plane in case of alpha diglucopyranose. Okay, similarly same can be said for beta D fructofuranose and alpha D fructofuranose. Okay, so what would be the structure of alpha D fructofuranose? Alpha D fructofuranose would be nothing but CS2H coming over the plane. Okay, so now we'll have something like this would be alpha glycosidic and this would be beta fructosidic, alpha glucosidic and beta fructosidic. So what do we mean by it? We mean that the OH from the alpha glucoside would be connecting with the OH from the beta fructoside. Okay, so as a result we'll be getting something like this as a connection between the two monosaccharides, leading to a formation of sucrose or oligosaccharide. Okay, so this is the structure. Okay, so let us actually pass this sucrose structure via various tests, which is it a reducing sugar? So that answer actually depends on Tollens test or Benedict's test. It does not pass Tollens test, or rather it gives negative Tollens test. Why? Obviously why? Because this is a ether group. Okay, and none of the aldehydes can be formed with this oligosaccharide, so it won't be a reducing sugar as well. Okay, will it give osazone formation? If aldehyde is not there, osazone will not form. Will it give mutar rotation? No. Why will it not give mutar rotation? As we have discussed in the definition of mutar rotation in the previous lecture, that you have to actually see the specific rotation change with respect to the equilibrium state. So you can safely assume if the data or the facts is not given to you, you can safely assume that this will also be dependent on Tollens test. If that is positive, it would be positive. If that is negative, it would be negative as well. Okay, so with this we come to an end of this lecture in which we saw the structure of sucrose. In the next lecture we'll be seeing the structure of maltose and lactose formed from the same glucopyranose, and you can just assume that those are the various combinations of attachment of two alpha sidic or glucosidic or fructosidic compounds or monosaccharides, and so as to form oligosaccharides or polysaccharides. So with this we come to an end of this lecture. See you in the next lecture.